Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Okay, everybody, so we are going to go ahead and work on part 3 of the baby shower gift, and it's going to be the baby blocks, what you see here. So we're going to go over to the Silhouette software, and I'm going to show you how to set this up on your mat. Okay, everybody, so as I showed you before, we're going to be working on part 3 of our baby shower gift, and it's going to be the blocks. So now I got the blocks off of this blog. It's the Ellie blog, and the link is up here at the top, and I will put that in the description bar of this video. So now she's gone ahead and given a PDF. So here are the blocks, and if you go down to the bottom, there is a PDF that you can click on to download this on your computer. And the good thing about this is if you don't have the Silhouette Cameo or you don't have the Silhouette Designer Edition software, you can just go ahead and click on this link, and this will open up, and you can just send this to your printer, and then just go ahead and cut it out using your scissors or an X-Acto knife. Now what I wanted to do was I wanted to go ahead and print this out and use it on my Silhouette so I wouldn't have to do any cutting on my own. So I'm going to click on the link, and as you can see, it's going to take just a few moments, and it's going to open up our image. So this is the image right here. So what you can go ahead from here is just go ahead and click on it and send it to your printer, and it will print out. Now you will get the writing and everything, but you know, if you're going to be cutting this with your X-Acto knife or scissors, you can just do this and don't have to worry about it. So it is 3 pages because there's 3 different blocks with the letters on them, and this is the 3rd page. So but what I wanted to do was I want to use this with my Silhouette. So I'm going to save this by going up to File and do Save As, and as you can see, it's going to save it as a PDF. Now I've already saved it as a PDF, so I'm not going to save it again, or I could just go ahead and click on Save, and it just asks me, do I want to overwrite what I already have. So I already have it as a PDF file. So now what we need to do is we need to convert the PDF to a JPEG file so that we can import it into the Silhouette. So I'm going to go ahead and set that up by going to the location where I have the PDF file, and then I'm just going to double click on it, and it's going to open it up in my software that I use for opening up PDF files. Now one thing about this is the software that I'm using is Adobe Acrobat, but it is an older version. The newer version does not have these options for you to go ahead and take this PDF and change it into a JPEG or PNG file or a GIF file. And I know I'm probably saying some computer terms that people don't know what they mean, but it doesn't allow you, the newer version, to save these so that you can import it into your Silhouette. But I am going to show you another way to get it if you don't have the older version. But for those of you who have the version that I'm using of Adobe Acrobat, which is version, I believe this is 8, there is an option up here at the top that says export. When you click on that, you have the option of saving your file to a different format. So as you can see here, there's several formats here, but we're going to pick the one that says JPEG. And then it wants to give it a name. So I've already done that. As you can see right here, it separates them into three different pages because there are 3 blocks or 3 pages to this document. So once you do that, you would just go ahead and click save, and it would automatically save these to a JPEG file. So now that would be how you would convert it if you had the Adobe 8, which is what I use. So for those of you who don't have that and you still want to cut this with your Silhouette and you want to make it a JPEG file, I do have another way that you can do this, and you will need to go to the following link, which is pdf2jpg.net, and I will put that link as well in the description bar. So this is a website that will allow you to convert a PDF that is it says it's limited to 25 MB into a JPEG. So what you'll do is you'll find your PDF file. So I'm going to go out there and find my PDF file that I have listed. So I need to go to that folder, and here is my PDF file right here, and I'll just click on open and put that in the browse window here. And then the next thing you have is convert PDF to JPEG. So you'll click on that link, and it does take a few minutes while it does it. And then here are your documents or your pictures right here. So now you can just click on the view, and that really just shows you the PDF converted to a JPEG. Then you can go ahead and print it out if you want and cut it or use your X-Acto knife. But what you'll need to do is, if you want to use this on your Silhouette, you're going to need it to download it to your computer. So you have to pick a place where to save it. So I'm going to go to my folder that I want to place the JPEG, and I'm just going to click save. And that's going to download the first page, and then it will do the next one and click save, and then we'll do the third page and click save. So that would be how you would do it if you don't have the Adobe 8 and you have the latest version of Adobe. So now we're going to move over to the Silhouette, and I'm going to show you how you can take this JPEG and cut it out using your Silhouette. And we're going to open up those files. So in order to do that, I've got my mat out here already, and I'm going to go ahead and reveal my grid lines so that I can see. And then I'm just going to go up here and click on open, and then I'm going to go to my blocks. Now I remember we stated as a JPEG, so we'll have to go in and look for that. And I believe I might have stuck it in this folder. Here they are. I need to move these over to my JPEG folder. So we'll work with block 1 first, and we'll just click OK, and that should import it, which it did, onto my mat. And of course it moved it to a new mat. I could have gone up here and did a file merge, and it would have put it on the mat that I already had open. So let's real quickly reveal the mat. Now you know that, or you're probably saying, well, I don't want all of this, and I don't need this, and I don't need this. I just need just the blocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on our image, and we're going to go up to the icon that is to open the trace window, because we're going to trace this. So in order to trace, we first have to click on select trace area. So we'll click that, and then I'm just going to real quickly go along here and trace my blocks. And I want to make sure I get all of it. So I'm going to come up just a little bit here. And I've clicked the trace, and I'm going to take off the high pass filter. So now what we want to do is we want to just detach this away from everything we have within here and along here. So we're going to click the trace and detach window. And I'm just going to click it one more time. So now what's going to happen is this is going to trace and it's going to detach everything from this image, this one, and this one. So now that we've done that, you can see that it has just detached just the blocks what we need. And we can go ahead and highlight or click on this and just hit the delete key. And you'll probably have to go through and group everything else together, or just click on everything else and delete that, because we want to move that back to our blocks, back to our mat. So I believe I've gotten everything off of there, and we can just go ahead and bring back just the blocks. So now we're ready to, because we're going to print this on our, using our printer, we're going to change our mat to a 8.5 by 11. And then we want to make sure that we turn on our registration marks by clicking the registration marks, show registration marks. Now as you can see, this doesn't like it, looks like it's going to fit, but what you'll have to do is do a little bit of maneuvering to make it fit on there. And I have done that, and I'm going to bring that up so you can see, rather than me doing this right here, I'm just going to bring up the one I already have done. So what I end up doing, I forgot, I did have to resize this because I couldn't get it to fit on the 8.5 by 11 sheet, and I actually did cut this out, and the block was actually too big for what I wanted to do anyway. So I did resize it, and I'm going to flip over to the one that I did cut out, and I will give you the measurement as to what size it actually came out to be. So what it is the height is 8.245 and the width is 7.085, and that worked out just perfect for the size that I wanted to put for the baby gift. So what you'll need to do is go ahead and do this for all of the other 2 blocks, print them out, and then cut them, and meet me back at the table, and I'm going to show you how to put the blocks together. Okay everybody, so you should have gone ahead and laid out your block and cut it out. So I've already gone ahead and put 2 of them together, so I just want to real quickly show you what you'll need to do. So what you're going to have to do is make sure you score along the dotted lines that print out when you print, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see them, so what I've done is I'll just bring this up to the camera. So these are your score lines here, and you'll have score lines across here and down here, and then you'll have a score line here, and then you'll have your score lines here and here. So once you've done all your scoring, you should also go ahead and cut where you see the solid lines in between here, and you'll cut in between here. And then you'll just go ahead and put your, I'm using score tape. If you want to use your glue gun, you can. If you want to use your Tombow adhesive, you can do that, or your ATG gun, but I wanted mine to make sure that they stayed intact, so I'm using my score tape. So I put score tape close to the score mark, and then score tape on the edge, and then I've gone ahead down here and did the same thing. And so then basically what you need to do is you're going to just pull your score tape off and put your box together, and then it'll fold in like so, and then you'll have your block. And I'm not going to tape it on camera because you don't need to see me do that. So then you have your finished block. And then what you can do is, if you want, you can go ahead and put something inside if you want, but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to add that along with the gift that I've made. So that's how I put my box together. Thanks for watching everybody. Bye.